in today's Sacramento, the capital of California. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Luka Doncic is nicknamed the Matador for his showmanship. At times, it can get him in trouble. The coach, Rick Carlisle, says you've got to give him the latitude to take advantage of his gifts. Doncic says it's easier to score in the NBA, adding, it's just basketball. I don't see much difference. Kevin?
He is ready, David. Thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic out there with G. And there's Porzingis. It's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's ABC in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, we've got De'Aaron Fox. Bagley is out there with Heild. And then it's Little General. And it's B in at the 5, roaming the paint. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Hakeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
Banked in off the glass. ABC's got the game going with his first points of the game for Dallas.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Little General. Hangs, and it's good on the way.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Doncic bounce back. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Knocked loose. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Six to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Passes it to Porzingis. Shoots over Fox. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and it's Jeanette. Pops it again.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Fox against Doncic. Heild outside. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Fox. Doncic with the steal.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kickout.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Bagley. Hits the jumper.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy. Well, he's always been about speed, even back to his college days at Kentucky, and he's learned how to harness some of that on the offensive end of the floor. De'Aaron Fox picking his spots and looking for areas where he can get to be a little bit more effective.
Timeout. Doncic gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And Brent, you talk about Fox in the draft was viewed as a defensive player.
Well, pretty interesting considering what we've watched over the course of the last year and a half. De'Aaron Fox just out in the fast break and in transition. You wonder if the way the game has changed, Kevin, in the past 3 years, it's allowing a player with the skill set of De'Aaron Fox to really flourish in playing open floor style.
New group on the floor for the Kings. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Red hot the pass to Giant. A three from Bogdanovich. He can't get it to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Hardaway. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Now AI. After Jim Hardaway missed from long range. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Charles. And it's good from the elbow.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson against Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Barnes can be hard to contain sometimes around the rim. He can create just enough space to be effective.
To the paint, here's Gonzalez. Here's Nowitzki, got a piece of it. With 1 on the clock, it's all tied in Sacramento. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And Sacramento seems like a great fit for Luke Walton. Team's approach on offense really matches his own. Should never be a shortage of scoring for the Kings.
You wonder how it is that Luke Walton did his studying coming into this season with how much success last year Dave Yeager had in getting these guys to push the ball up the floor. Luke Walton believes that anyone can rebound and bring it up, and they have the kind of guys who could do that on this roster.
We've got Bogdanovich. Harrison Barnes is out there with AI. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Giles in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks very much. Luka Doncic is the reigning Rookie of the Year. His coach in Dallas, Rick Carlisle, called him the best rookie since LeBron James, and that might not be hyperbole. Luka and the great Oscar Robertson are the only two rookies in league history to average 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Kevin?
Phenomenal, D.A. What a player. Thanks so much. He throw good. AI. Brent, with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years. It'll be interesting to see, if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick back out.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Mr. Moves, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Mr. Moves got his first points of the night. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Pass to Short. Six on the shot clock. It's blocked. Outside Robinson. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Back to Robinson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Tipped away. There's Red in the corner. It's AI. Good on the three-point shot. AI has got 4 points in the quarter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the Kings. Marvin Bagley comes in for AI. And it's Buddy Heild in for Red Hot. Then for the Mavericks, Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Robinson. ABC comes in for Jay. And it's Gonzalez in for Hardaway. And he's good on the second. 1:57 left here in the second. Heild outside. To the inside. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket from T.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Heild has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Well, last season we saw Buddy Heild step into the primary scoring option role for the team. He flourished in that, Brent, and his percentages didn't change.
No, he was a great complement alongside what De'Aaron Fox was doing for them in transition. But a new coaching staff, Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if Buddy Heild continues to get 8 threes a game, which is what he did last year, along with trying to improve other aspects to be more and more consistent on the offensive end of the floor.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Kings. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for B. Little General comes in for D. And it's Fox in for Shorty. And then for Dallas, Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for Mr. Moves. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside, Bagley. Back to Heild. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Luka Doncic.
Buddy Heild finished off the 2018 season on a tear, and then last year played some tremendous basketball. Trying to work on rounding out his game, not just to be a scorer, but more dynamic on offense by making plays, drawing fouls, and being more consistent.
And he makes the first. Well, with Heild, Brent, you know the shooting is going to be there. Now he's starting to get more trips to the line.
Trips at the line, maybe catching up to De'Aaron Fox in transition. It's going to be really interesting with the new offensive system under this coaching staff, how it is they utilize the scoring ability of Buddy Heild.
So he gets them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here is Curry. Fires for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The wide open look here for Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fox has got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Heild against Curry. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Here's Little General. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep 3-point range. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Thanks for your time, Rick. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract more creativity on offense. Fewer isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. We can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with G, and it's ABC, and it's Mr. Fundamentals in its center. And the first one at the line is good. Falls, so he hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Little general pass to Fox. To the wing right side. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Doncic passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's ABC. Passes it to Doncic. Over Heild. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The King shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start it.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now, here's Fox. Just 5 to shoot. By Heild, nobody around. No good on the triple. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first one falls, and the Kings will go for a different look here. AI is checked in for Marvin Bagley. D comes in for Buddy Heild. Shorty, he's checked in for the Little General. And it's Red Hot in for Fox. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Robinson's checked in for Porzingis. Jay comes in for ABC. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for G. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Luka Doncic. He hits both from the stripe. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to D. Here's Red Hot. From 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Mr. Moves passes to Robinson. And it's blocked. The pass to Charles. Here's Shorty. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Gonzalez. Dallas moving the ball around. Robinson. And that one is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He throw good. AI. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for B. And it's Bogdanovic in for Shorty. And then for Dallas, Nowitzki comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. And Curry subbed in for Mr. Moves. And both free throws good for AI. Curry with it. 1:15 left to play in the third. Outside Hardaway. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. D, guarded by Hardaway, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Kings have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Barnes is checked in for AI. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic checked in for Robinson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Curry. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. 13 feet away. Rebound by the Kings.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Mavericks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half through 2 of 8. Curry dishes to Nowitzki. It's blocked. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Pass to Charles. For the tie. It empty that time from Curry. Nowitzki up top. Pass to Gonzalez. It's Curry outside. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Mavericks on top, up by 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Harrison Barnes is out there with Giles. Then there's Bogdanovich. And then it's Little General. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2. And he's able to get it back. Again, Curry missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Fox looking it over. To tie it up. And too long on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Gonzalez. The pass to Marjanovic. Here's Curry. That one no good. Good D by Barnes.
A struggle for him tonight, but they can make this lead hold up. They can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Gonzalez. Passes to Gonzalez. Nowitzki in the post, covered by Barnes. Goes back up, and it's blocked. Here's Little General. He nails it. We're tied up. Little General's got the first points up on the board. We're in the 4th for Sacramento. Dallas calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Some changes for Sacramento. He's checked in for Giles. Bagley comes in for Barnes. And it's Buddy Heild in for Bogdanovich. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. ABC's checked in for Jay. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Seth Curry. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Baseline J on the way. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Checked in for the Kings.
think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 2. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Mr. Fundamentals.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed him down low.
Now here's Heild. Goes up on the wing, and again it's Sacramento converted.
The energy Heild is playing with right now. What a huge possession, ready to rip it.
Mavericks shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty side out there offensively. Here's ABC. Ships outside. Fader on the way, and he swishes it right through. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession in the game.
Pass to Bagley. Yes!
Bagley at 6'11". What an option there late.
For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's ABC. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
That is world class.
I've seen that. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the Mavericks with possession here. The Kings getting the bucket. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything. Lets the opportunities come to him.
Here's Little General. Off on the way.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fit guys off and get those rebounds.
And the Mavericks call time here. A score knotted at 34. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's ABC. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. These teams have battled tooth and nail before quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Sacramento will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Jay out there with Porzingis. It's Mr. Fundamentals. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gonzalez in a 2-guard. And it's the Kings with the ball. Bagley finds Heild. Here's Little General. Lock at 6. It's stolen by Gonzalez. And here we go. Fast break. Gonzalez. Wow!
About putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 2. 1:35 left in the first overtime. And here are the Kings now, trailing by 2. Here's Little General. Rejected by Gonzalez. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Here's Charles, and the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout.
Red Hawks got the game tied up here for Sacramento, and the Mavericks call time here. The Kings making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Now Gonzalez. And it's blocked, and they get it back. Good. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's Little General. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's blocked. Over to the left wing. Here's Gonzalez. It's blocked. Fox against Doncic. Here's Little General. Got it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Pulls it from the elbow. Doncic, no good. Bagley the pass to Little General. Heild kicks to Fox. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, Fox had quite a year in Kentucky before he decided to turn pro and became the 5th pick in 2017 in the NBA draft.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Outside Gonzalez. Free throw line jump shot. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
And so Luke Walton decides to call timeout. With the steal. Money!
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
From deep. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.